Welcome to Hiking Adventures with Mark Winfield. Today, Patty and I are in upstate New York near the town of Essex to do a winter hike. We drove south from Plattsburgh to get to the hike, which we had a little bit of trouble locating, but there were a lot of nice sights along the way. So we are somewhere near Essex in upstate New York. This is the Brookfield Road. This is a very rural area. We had quite a bit of trouble finding this place. There's my girl Patty. And we're going to go up the Wildway Overlook Trail. This trail, according to the sign, is on private property, but it's made available to the public as long as they show respect, and we appreciate the landowner doing that. They have a trail register, and Patty's already signed us in on the trail. It's a beautiful day. It's probably 5 below Celsius, no wind. Already Patty's finding stuff to photograph. This is not a long trail. Already we're marching uphill a little bit. I love the winter because you can see far into the woods, which you can't in the other season. Curious, one little green leaf in the whole forest. Come across an interpretive panel. The trail is well marked with these little signs that are on trees, and whoever put them up knew what they were doing, because you'll notice that the screws are not all the way up against flush with the sign, so that as the tree grows, the sign will move out and envelop the nail. We've come across quite a few blowdowns. Here's a group of trees that have blown down. It appears to be quite recent. Just before Christmas, there was a big windstorm in this part of the world, and winds of well over 60 miles an hour, and I expect that caused some of this. Walking now alongside what in the springtime would be a small little spring. Of course, with the snow, it's all frozen. Just looks like a ditch, but I didn't mention earlier, but at the beginning of our hike I started up my Garmin InReach and sent out my usual message to a group of people telling them I've started this hike, and when I'm done I'll send a message saying I've finished my hike. It's interesting, the guidebook that we found this hike in said that it was fairly flat, but we just keep going up and up. Not that it's really steep, but it's certainly not flat. But that's all right. We've come to another interpretive panel. I'm not sure if you can see this, but we're in an ice-covered section of the forest. We're getting near the top of this mountain, and everything is sheathed in ice. It's beautiful. We've just come across the crest of the mountain, and in the distance there is Lake Champlain. And this is why we come to the mountains. That's beautiful. Look at the needles just covered in frost. How beautiful this is. So we've seen the beautiful view and made a new friend, and now we're heading back. And I must say the trail has been pretty easy going, though we appreciated having the micro spikes on. Just made traveling along much more comfortable. So according to Patty's watch, the trip from the road, which is the start of the trail, to the top of the mountain was 1.7 kilometers. And according to the altimeter on my watch, we're at about 1,000 feet elevation. So we just met family out hiking on the way down. And while we had a little bit of trouble finding this hike, what we're going to do is we're going to post it on all trails. And I was surprised that it wasn't there. And that's how new trails get on all trails, is people like us record them and then upload them and provide some information. And they curate them and then post them. And it'll be there for the next person. We're now back at the road. I just sent my message on my Garmin satellite device to say that I finished my hike. Nobody worries about us. This was a great hike. I would definitely give it 5 stars. It's just a short little hike, but all kinds of nice rewards. And there's every reason to think that in the summer the trail would be very friendly as well.